Any others you were looking for? Or
Huh?
any others you were looking for?
Street Fighter 4.
I'll show you where it is. 1 second here. Regular Street Fighter 4, which probably would have been about $5. All I got is Ultimate, and I only have it new, and it's still 20.
Oh, okay.
So I do have Street Fighter vs. Tekken, but that one's like
What about Forza Motorsport?
$42 here. It's $11.99.
I can't believe it's still a little higher than I thought they'd be.
They still sell really well.
Yeah. I don't know, on here it says Halo Reach is higher Metacritic review than Halo 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd agree with that, but you know, maybe more people liked it. I like being Master Chief. I like the story more with Master Chief.
Oh, okay. They got
Reach.
Halo 3 up there, but Halo 4 they got down farther. Yeah, it's all like they're pretty close. Alright, so what do we got going on here?
Alright, so far, like with the 2 games, the 2 controllers, power cord, you are at with tax 78.38.
The 3 games you mean? Or,
Well, I didn't even add Forza. I just what you had before that.
78.
Yeah.
But this was 15?
Yeah, but it was 20% off, so $11.99.
Okay.
So.
These are like $50 right here, basically.
Yeah, they're $23.99 each. So.
50, 61, and then.
That was $6.99 and $6.29 for that one.
Okay.
So.
I don't know if this is any good or not.
That's a good game.
Yeah. I like those kind of games, but some of them can be really bad. Alright, let's do that, I guess.
Okay. Alright.
Grab
Grab Forza.
Or we get talked into buying a PlayStation 4 or something.
Actually, you know what? Which one were you get? Halo. No, I actually got a bundle here of Forza and Halo, so it's like the same price. It's sitting here with Forza, so I'll give it to you. You have Halo. I'm just gonna ring it up. This bundle. This one had both.
Oh, okay.
It has Forza and Halo. So that makes it 91.21. Let me hit credit here fast.
Does the chip reader work?
Yep. Go ahead and throw it in the end.
Guess the new games are what, like $60 or something?
Yeah, usually $59.99.
Yeah.
When they come out now. I'm gonna do a different tag for this.
It says please confirm when I hit the green button.
You gotta press F1 to verify it. Yeah.
Transaction canceled.
This is our, okay. Let's try that one more time. I'm sorry, I don't know why it didn't go through. There. It's gonna ask you to verify it again, though. I'm sure. And you gotta press F1. And then just wait till it beeps. I just gotta see since it's screwed up. 1258. I gotta put the last 4 digits in.
It's not gonna go there for some weird reason.
We'll see. IP response. I've never seen this. Here. I will tell you, like, if you do the chip one more time, it usually, if it has 3 errors, it'll just tell you to swipe it.
Oh, okay.
So let's try it one more time, and I bet it just
I was
says,
gonna say.
please swipe card. It probably can't read the chip.
Yeah.
It's going to have me put that number in again. What was it? 125. Let's try swipe. Try swiping it now.
Show card to cashier.
I think it's so weird. Can I see the card? I'll swipe it on my thing. I don't know why it didn't get it. So
Maybe the credit card.
yeah,
Sometimes
let me try it. I'll do it back here. IP, weird.
Oh.
IP response error. I'm sorry.
This one.
Okay. All right.
Go credit again.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, I've never seen that error before. Same thing.
What?
I have no idea.
That doesn't make any sense because they're two totally different. Like, there's no way.
Let me put this on hold and let me just check and make. I'll do a quick tiny little charge to make sure nothing like my credit card machine's not
Okay.
down. Just 1 second. I put it on hold, so just give me.
I can see the credit card not work because they're idiots. I don't know why they would. Usually it's only if I'm real far away or something.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure it's not.
My debit card
Not my machine.
should work.
Might be me.
Yeah, yours is canceled too.
Yeah. Let me. I got that on hold. Let me reboot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It must be me. It just worked like
You're gonna get me in trouble.
30 minutes ago.
Bring the food home.
Sorry about that.
And Nintendo guns. See, that's Sega Genesis games, huh?
Yeah, saw a lot of those too.
We're getting into the retro stuff.
Yeah, let me call her.
I still have a system.
All right, I might have to do this through the Merchant Center. So let me do that. Cards are up.
Wow, this game's 31.49, huh? Rain Man?
Yeah, it's a rare one.
Rain Man Legends.
Alright, let me try mine real fast again. When I rebooted. Sorry about this. Back up. That was strange. Alright, hold on one second. I'm gonna bring that receipt back up. Okay, so yeah, when I reboot it like that, it doesn't. It takes a second to bring that. There we go. Unhold. Credit card. Go ahead. I love technology. I'd have their memorized by now.
Cruise.
There we go. Wonder why. That was the first time I've ever had that error. I said to reconnect to our merchant account. That one's your copy. Here you go. Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Yep, you too. Have fun. What's up, Jelly Jungle? Let me look at the... Hold on one second. Let me see what I missed. Delves Nerd. What's up, Sonic? What's up, Area 51? Christy. He was... What's up, Mr. Baltimore? How are you? No, he was just like complaining about every price, and he was like complaining. He's complaining that 360 controllers were like a good 360 controller, like an official one, that was like $23. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's kind of cheap, especially when you're getting a guarantee that it works. Then he was complaining about that a Xbox 360 Power Brick was $11.99. It's a Power Brick, $11.99. Every game that he bought, he was complaining about the price, and I'm like, good lord. Got annoying. I just realized the music's still playing. No, Jelly Jungle, I don't, because we're not carrying it, so I could care less about that. Thing's gonna fail. I'm sorry. I would advise you not to get it, but you know, whatever you want to do. I think that thing is a new Ouya. It's a Ouya 2.0. The thing is, you wouldn't get half that stuff at GameStop. GameStop's more on those. There is no GameStop around here, so I mean the closest GameStop's at least almost 20 minutes from here. So. You heard the new Atari can homebrew the Switch. I'm not into like pirating stuff, so I don't care. The Jaguar was a clusterfuck from the beginning. That thing was, man. They like took like all kinds of stuff. The way they said that was 64 bits was like they took a bunch of 8-bit and 20 and 16-bit processors and added them up. That thing was not even 32 bits. The thing about the Atari box, it's not even Atari anymore. It's Atari is owned by a company called Infogrames. The name Atari is owned by a company called Infogrames. It's not even Atari anymore. It's just somebody you could, if you had enough money, you could pay for the rights to use the name, put the name on whatever you wanted. The name is for sale, basically, and the company making Atari. But I don't think it's going to do well. It's going to be like Ouya and OnLive and all those other things like that. Yes, we do sell Japanese versions of games when we have them. I only get certain ones though. Like I do have some PS4 Japanese versions. I have some like Famicom games and some Super Famicom games, but it depends on the game. I don't like just carry a bunch of imports. I just have some. You know what I want to complain about today, though? I have a rant today. I'm going to bitch. I'm going to complain about people donating to Goodwill. Now, I do like when I get a deal there, but I hate Goodwill. Goodwill is not a charity. Like everybody assumes Goodwill's a charity. They are 100% for profit. It'd be dope if we sold anime too. Yeah, you know what? We never did get into anime. We just kind of stick with games, man. It's what we're good at. It's what we do. Kind of stay in our lane, Mr. Baltimore. But Goodwill, there's a Goodwill like a block from here. And at my other store, there's a Goodwill in the parking lot. But people, and it makes me even more mad at my other store when people do this. People just donate stuff to Goodwill, good stuff, when they could have brought it to us and got money. And I don't understand why people just give shit to Goodwill, because I think people think they're helping out a charity, but they're not a charity. So let me show you what I got at Goodwill today. You guys are going to be amazed. All these games were $2. Some of them probably weren't worth $2, but I bought them all because I'm looking at the overall thing. Someone dumped a bunch of Genesis games at Goodwill today. I'll start off with the best one that was there. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Actually, a customer of ours bought this one. He bought like 5 or 6 games there because he knew it was good, and he brought them here, and we gave him a good amount. But so he made some money off of it. But he didn't get them all. I went back and bought most of the rest of them. Yeah, basically, people think they're helping Goodwill. They think they're doing something good by donating to them. They're not. The people that own Goodwill make hundreds of millions of dollars. They are a 100% for-profit company. So, Monaco GP, complete in the box, GP2. College Slam, great game. Go ahead. Boy, it'd be nice. Speaking of sports games, it'd be nice to have, NBA Jam and College Slam be made again, or just any college games in general. But Mr. Baltimore, I know you're into sports games. They are making a new college football game called Gridiron Heroes. Comes out next year. Ultra Beast, complete in box. Sonic Spinball, complete in box. Those are the ones that were complete in box. But some of the other ones, Bubsy, good game. Tough Man Contest. This sucks, but Where in Time is coming to San Diego. Shaq Fu. You know what's funny is when you throw this in a Retron 5, It basically says, "Are you sure you want to play this? We recommend something else." It's kind of funny. Urban Strike, good game. How well do Genesis games sell? They sell okay. I've seen it pick up a little bit. I think some people are getting into Genesis now because Nintendo is just crazy on prices, and you can still get Genesis games for reasonable prices because they're not as collectible. A couple Master System games, Great Football and Penguin Land. That's a really cool game, Penguin Land. It's just called Gridiron Heroes. It's going to be generic. Just so you know, it's like generic teams, generic players, but you can edit it all. You can change it all. So you can do all the rosters and everything, Mr. Baldmore. So, yeah, there's going to be a new college football game next year. So, yes, too fabulous. You can play Fortnite, but I won't. When you'll only be able to play for a little bit before you go to bed. But yes, be nice. That's my daughter. So yes, I will set it up for you when I get home. Tasmania, Desert Strike. So we had Urban Strike and Desert Strike. Super Monaco, Toy Story, Pit Fighter, Earthworm Jim. That's a great one. Batman Returns. Okay, that's a pretty good game. It's not worth a lot, but Subterranean. Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. All right, so there was 2 Jurassic Parks. Miss Pac-Man. Tasmania Escape from Mars. Super WrestleMania. College Football National Championship 2, which not worth a lot, but it's kind of a cool game. Pitfall. Never played this one, but MiG-29 Fighter Pilot. That's a good cartridge. 6-pack of Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Revenge of Shinobi, Column, Super Hang-On, Streets of Rage, Power Rangers, and Bugs Bunny. So all those games, someone just donated. C&C Games.
Yeah, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys give? You guys buy systems and stuff, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got an Xbox One S. What's their average?
Is it the 500 gig model or? Okay, let me look it up. Is it a white one, a black one? Okay. Just a second, looking up. At the moment, it's not much. It's $100 credit. It's like 75 in cash. Yeah. All right. You have no problem. Bye. All right. She can only play a little bit when she doesn't know how to set it up, so I got to set it up when I get home. She's never played Fortnite before, but you know, Fortnite's the flavor of the month with every kid, so everybody's got to figure out how to play Fortnite. What's up, Jay? So yeah, all those Genesis games and the couple Master System games were at Goodwill. Yeah, somebody wants to sell an Xbox One. We have so many Xbox Ones. But yeah, I can't believe complete in box for that. Somebody just donates it to Goodwill. This game right here, complete in box, goes for about $50 to $60 on its own. So I'm glad the customer came in here and at least told us there were more games over there, so I stopped in and got the rest of them. So I did leave a couple of the really crappy ones. Oh. So these came out today. Rick and Morty and South Park Fractured Butthole. Area 51, man, 360s aren't worth much at all. It depends on like what hard drive and whether it's a slim, which model it is. But honestly, most 360s go for like to trade in. They're like between 30 and $50. Well, the problem is like, okay, the one customer, and I just stopped there last night too. I was kind of bummed. I just stopped at Goodwill last night. I go every day, just in case there's something like this shows up. But I just went last night, and then he went today, and these were there. So I hate Goodwill. I hate going to Goodwill though. But like, if I go to Goodwill like 100 times, 99 times there won't be anything there. So you just got to keep going and hopefully you get lucky. But Ken Griffey's a good baseball game too. Yeah. That's back when they used to actually make sports games. Now you get like one game and take it or leave it. Yeah, I guess baseball you get two. You get unless you're on Xbox One, you can play RBI or nothing. But on PS4, you at least get MLB The Show, which is a really good baseball game. But they also have RBI. But you just don't get sports games like you used to, man. If you're a sports gamer, this kind of sucks. Like, there's no good sports games anymore. There's a couple. I mean, Madden kind of sucks. I'm so tired of Madden. I just think it's not a good game for football, but you got no other choice. They don't make boxing games anymore. The last boxing game was Fight Night. The show's decent though. I like the show. It's a good, solid game. But boxing, they don't make Fight Night anymore. Nobody even makes somebody, please, if there's any developers out there that ever see this, make a generic boxing game. Just make it generic. I don't like Madden anymore. I can't play Madden anymore. I'm done with Madden. And I'll be honest, like, football was my favorite game to play. I used to play Madden, NFL 2K. 2K5 is still the best game. Played Tap Sports, but I can't play touch games. I hate playing games on my phone. I can't stand it. PUBG's all right on the phone, but I play on a GPD XD and I have the controller. I have a controller I play with. UFC's all right. VR boxing game, that's kind of cool. But I don't know. I want like, a competitive like a Fight Night game again, but you can make it generic. Just let people create their own boxers and stuff. Just make it, use the EA if they really wanted to. They could, for like $15-20, they could take the Fight Night engine. They don't even need to like make the graphics better. Just make it generic. Let people create their own guys and go online and play each other. You heard they were making a new Fight Night? Well, I hope so. I haven't heard anything about it, and it's been years. I mean, the last one came out. I don't know. I should look. Yeah, H1Z1. That's cool, but I miss my sports games. I mean, if you think about it, back in the day, we used to get Madden, used to get like Joe Montana football, used to get Quarterback Club, used to get Mutant League football, which they just did remake Mutant League football. That was somebody else, though. You used to have NFL Blitz. There was college football. There was like Bill Walsh. There was all kind. You would have, if you were into football games, you'd have like 6 or 7 to choose from. NFL Fever, Tecmo Bowl. Now you get Madden. That's it. Good luck with anything else. Except they did make Mutant Football League, which is like Mutant League football, and it's okay. But you used to be able to get like, there used to be so many. Same with basketball. Same with wrestling. Now you get like one wrestling game. Well, yeah, sport. They were oversaturated, but now they're undersaturated. Now they're underrepresented. And I know most people in here probably could care less, but I care. Plus, I'll tell you, as a retailer, sports games were always some of the best-selling games. Every year, Madden is a good-selling game. College football would sell just as big. College football is huge. Fight night always so good. I think you used to get you know how I feel about digital games. Used to get multiple like of everything. Now you get one or two if you're lucky. Yeah, there was Little League baseball games. There was the ones where the pros were like drawn as little kids. Big League, I can't remember what it was called. Those were cool. Everybody misses NCAA football games. NCAA basketball games, NCAA baseball games they used to make. Now you get nothing. They could do it if they make it generic now. The O-Fish Gamer, yeah. You miss booklets. I don't miss instructions. I never read the instructions. I always was a figure it out type of person. However, when people would come in and have questions, or they'd ask like stupid questions, I'd be like, it's a RTF M, read the effing manual. So I mean, some games still have game booklets. Very rarely, though. It's usually you can tell when they kind of care more about the game, they'll put a booklet in there. It was partially Ed O'Bannon, but Backyard Sports, that's right. No, they used to have Backyard Wrestling. There was so many things, but Backyard Sports, you're right. I don't blame Ed O'Bannon. I mean, they were making money off of their likenesses. The very first college football games, like they would have like Ohio State, for example, would just be called Columbus, and it would just have the colors. I remember the first Maddens too. They would have the classic teams, and it wasn't just Ed O'Bannon. Jim Brown sued Madden too, because like they would have like old classic Browns teams, and it would say RB number 32. So Jim Brown, right? And it was a black guy, looked like him. But they could do it if they just make them generic. I remember some of the Sega college basketball games. They just had them generic teams, and they had they did complete opposite. Like if it was a black guy, they would make him white. If it was a white guy, they'd make him black. So there was no way they were going to get sued for that. So, I mean, Sega got away with it. They didn't get sued. It was only EA, because EA made them look exactly like them and everything. EA kind of like went, they crossed the line. So they deserve it. I mean, people could make them. They just have to make them generic. And that's what this new college football game comes out next year is going to be. It's going to be a generic college football game. It's called Gridiron Heroes. But they're going to leave it up to people you can edit the rosters, and I'm sure people will, edit it and make them all the same way. I mean, NCAA 14, you can still, what's funny about NCAA 14, you can still share rosters with people, and you can download somebody's roster where it has everybody renamed and everything. NCAA 14, I think, is still better than the current Madden. What about the age? There are some Asians in basketball. There weren't a lot, but I'm just remembering like college basketball. I remember like this guy, they would switch him. 2K, kind of JK. That All Pro football game, it was called All Pro Football 2K, which it was good. It wasn't as good as 2K5. There were some things that they took out in All Pro that made it not as good. 2K5 is still the best football game. I'm loving God of War. God of War is awesome, Mark. I liked All Pro Football, but you know what killed that though is so Electronic Arts, they were getting beat by NFL 2K pretty handily. So they went out and they bought the exclusive rights to the NFL. They bought the exclusive rights to ESPN, so Sega couldn't even call it ESPN NFL 2K anymore. They bought the rights to the Arena Football League. You don't get. There's another football game we used to get, Arena. They bought the rights to the NCAA. They what else? They bought the rights to something else. So the only way Sega could make a game is if they did like that all pro football. 1 second. Hello. Why? Is there something wrong with it now? Why is there some? I thought you took it to wherever. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Great. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Great. All right. All right. Bye. All right. Yeah, Blitz was cool. 2K, so they bought the rights to everything. That's where I was. They bought the rights to everything, and then so the only way Sega could make it, they came up with the idea of doing that all pro football, and they paid. Yeah, and 2K5 was only $20, which was awesome. They paid all those pro players like for their rights to have them in the game. So they went and they paid all those players individually, which cost a lot of money, and it just didn't sell as well because it didn't have the real teams. So they actually lost a lot of money, and it kind of killed them. But then Electronic Arts was like, hey, that's a good idea. So they put it in Madden. They put all those classic players with, and they did the Ultimate Team. So, but sports games were better back in the day because, you know, both games would have like cool ideas and they would copy each other, and they always got better every year. And I feel like Madden's actually gotten worse the last couple years. Yeah, I would like a Blitz arcade game too, an arcade machine. 2K was, yeah, well, it was my first online on Dreamcast. The first 2K on Dreamcast was good. I have no idea how to get a refund from the PlayStation Store. You would have to call Sony. It's 1-800-345 Sony is their number. Time to go home and be an adult. Yep. In a few minutes. Yeah, Dreamcast had online. Yes. It came with the modem built in. It even had broadband. Modem. And then you could pop this off and you could get the broadband adapter for when cable modems became a thing. Yeah, I was playing online. Dreamcast wasn't even the first online. I'm gonna go way back on you. Actually, Genesis and Super Nintendo had online gaming. They had it was from a third party, but it was called X-Band. I actually have one at home. I used to play Madden online back then. You'd plug this cartridge in, plug your Madden on top, and you plug your phone line into it, and you would actually direct dial who you were playing. So you would have to know the person's phone number, and you could play them directly. It was awesome, though. But Dreamcast worked on dial-up, and then it went to broadband. So, but NFL 2K was awesome online. The first 2K. They even had like Quake and everything online back then. I was actually a beta tester for Xbox Live too, so I had Xbox Live before anybody. It was awesome. Yeah, because well, if you were dialing long distance, yes, little French lady, yeah, you could be hit with your. I mean, back then you used to have to. It would cost you for long distance, yes. It depends where you were calling. So, what's up, Straight Suicide? Hello. So what all are you guys playing? I guess I'm done complaining for the day. I just feel like video game. I like sports games. I miss my sports games. Yeah, it depended on your phone, how much you paid for phones. Yeah. Xbox Live was good, but I mean even PS2 had online too. So Xbox Live was sweet though. PlayStation 1 didn't have any online though, but Genesis and Super Nintendo did. What's wrong with Madden? It's not programmed right. Thanks, Des. Thanks for finding. I'm glad you find it. Welcome. It's not programmed right. You don't notice it as much if you use good teams. But I am a Browns fan, so yes, I know they suck. But I'm good at football games. I'm good at Madden. I'm really good at Madden. But you'll have stuff like Joe Thomas, who's a future Hall of Famer, just not block people on certain plays. They'll just stand there and guys will run by them. Really good defenders will just not cover people. Madden is programmed very poorly. And it got to the point where I don't want to play it anymore. So that's what's wrong with Madden. It's poorly programmed. And they don't have any competition, so what are you going to compare it to? Actually, I watch a guy on YouTube. His name's Ryan Moody. He does a bunch of, he's pretty popular. Yeah, we're in Ohio. Who do you use, though, Area 51? If you use a good team, it doesn't happen as much. But, like, when you use a bad team, basically the rating of the team will make the players stupid. Even the good players, like Joe Thomas, it makes them suck, too. So, like, that's why I say it's programmed poorly, because the programming is more based off the team rating than the actual player ratings. Like, a guy like Joe Thomas is never going to just not block somebody. Except Mr. K, yes, the Browns suck, right? But Joe Thomas is, like, one of the greatest linemen ever. He's not, like, it would happen 4 or 5 times a game. He'll just stand there and somebody will run by him. Well, here's the thing, J.A. When I play online and I see somebody pick a crappy team, there you go. That's why you don't notice it, because you use the Patriots. When I play online, when I see somebody use the Patriots, or if I see somebody using a good team, I usually think they suck. I get more nervous when I go online and someone picks a shitty team. Because if they pick a crappy team, they're usually really good, because you have to be really good to overcome how crappy your team is. There's nothing more satisfying, though, than beating somebody using the Patriots when I'm the Browns, or like when they're using a really good team and you just smack them with a crappy team. They get so mad. That's cool. If you're a Patriots fan, I understand why you use the Patriots, and you probably like Madden. You don't notice all that stuff. But when you use a crappy team, you'll notice it. No, I haven't tried the demo yet. I'm sure it looks awesome. It looks awesome. I'm sure it will be. I've been busy playing God of War, so that's actually my stream back here. So, God of War is awesome. Well, that's the other thing, too, J.A., is I actually think a lot of stuff that happens in Madden is scripted. So I think it's like some plays are almost like predetermined. I see just stupid things happen. It's not even close to realistic at all. They, like, EA sells it as it's a simulation, but it's not. I've lost all desire to play Madden, and it's sad because that used to be the number one thing I've always played is football games. I don't know. They haven't asked me in a little while, Tyler. It's the same every year because they have no competition. That's kind of what I was complaining about. I hope. You know what? You guys should call VGO, call them and demand to hear me on there. It's 1-800-FEEL-VGO. I do different teams. You know what? Honestly, Jay, when I use a good team, it's boring to me. It's too easy. Tyler, call and leave them a voicemail. Say you want me back on. No, I understand what they're doing. They like to break it up with different people. So, but thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it. But call and leave them voicemails. If you call, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm on a podcast every now and then. It's called Video Game Outsiders. And actually, tonight at 9 o'clock is the next Video Game Outsiders. So if you called tonight and left a voicemail, they'd probably play it on the show. Yeah, 1 second, Des. If you go to videogameoutsiders.com, you can listen to the show. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go in their chat room and interact. I'm usually in the chat rooms when they're doing it. But it's 1-800-FEEL-VGO to leave a voicemail. So, Eagles own the Patriots. Why is Fortnite so popular? Because it's free and it's good. That's a good combination. Here's the rest of my store. Jeff, I have no idea on that about the trophies. Yeah, I do every now and then, Mr. K. The other person that want to see the store, if you go to youtube.com/ccgamesceo, you'll see what my other store looks like. My other store is my big store, my main store. So if you go to YouTube/ccgamesceo, the first video that pops up is a walkthrough of my other store. Yeah, I do accidentally hit square a lot still. Full Fortnite game is $50, but all people want to do is do the multiplayer, though most people just want to do the Battle Royale. So it's free for Battle Royale. Some days it feels like that does. Some days it doesn't. It's not for everybody. Fortnite's not for everybody, but it is huge, man. Every kid loves Fortnite. My daughter just came in here a little while ago asking if she could play when I get home. We had a third store for a while. We closed it down, Area 51. We had a third store in Bowling Green. And you would think it was right by the college. You would think it would do really well. And it did okay. It did make money, but the building was kind of falling apart. The landlord was a jerk, and we just felt like we couldn't find another spot we liked, and we just closed it down. You know what, though? I like Fortnite. I don't love it. I like playing it. I'm just not... It's not my thing. I actually prefer more just like team-based games. I wish they would have more... I wish they would bring back the team-based on Fortnite. They had a 50-on-50 that was really cool. I think squads are where it's fun on Fortnite, to play with the squad. Well, college kids, you know what sold really well is the sports games. Every year when Madden came out and NCAA football, we sold really well. The problem with video games, having a video game store by a college, most video games, you make most of your money in December and January because that's when all the big games come out. Well, in December and January, the kids would go home for Christmas break, so there was nobody there when your big time of year was out. PUBG is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is just like Fortnite. That's on PC and Xbox One, and now it's on mobile. So, you know what's funny is PUBG is better on mobile, but I prefer Fortnite on console or PC. But it's hard to do Fortnite building. M&M's. Skittles are okay. I'd rather have M&M's. Give me the chocolate. I think PUBG is better on mobile. So. All right, is it time yet? I think it's about that time. Yep. I'm gonna keep streaming, but I am locking up the doors. We close right now, so you guys can keep asking me questions, but I'm closing up. Skittles, you crazy. It's M&M's. M&M's are better. M&M's all the way. You're kind of ready for Battle Royale to die out. Well, I don't think it is gonna die out because pretty sure Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna have it in it too. Have I tried Far Cry? Oh, Far Cry 5 is, yeah, you know I've tried it, Little French Lady. I've been streaming the crap. I beat it. Yeah, Far Cry 5 is good. You really want to get into like politics? I think they'll say they'll denuke, and then like 5 to 10 years from now, we find out they really didn't. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what to. By the way, this is about as big as politics. I don't want to talk anything else, but I don't know. Who knows with them? I think that dude's crazy. I think Kim Jong is just nuts. Thanks, Little French Lady. I do all my closeout stuff. Oh my God, let's not get into politics. That's it. I'm not talking more politics. Stop it. Stop it. We're not doing politics. No politics. Let's just talk games where we can all kind of agree. We can fight over Xbox and PS4, or the worst one, Sega and Nintendo. We can fight over what was better, Genesis or Super Nintendo. Let's argue over that stuff. I don't want to argue over politics. Because no matter what, half the people will be pissed off at me. No matter what I'm for or against. Later, Area 51. I'll be streaming tonight. I'll probably stream some God of War tonight. Probably after VGO, though, after Video Game Outsiders. So probably like 10:30, 11. Kevin, stop asking silly questions. See you, Little French Lady. Yeah, I want to try to keep my streams about games and stuff about video games, and maybe some pop culture. I'll talk about a movie or so. I just don't want to talk. This is kind of why I do this, is to get away from politics. Me and Derek talk politics here in the store when we're not streaming. It's 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. here. Des? Oh yeah, I forgot this game too. I got in that Goodwill pickup. Hold on, my Retron's not shutting down. There it goes. X-Men 2. That was another one. I forgot I was testing it. Yeah, politics are crazy at the moment. Let's avoid them like the plague. So what are you guys playing? What's everybody playing? Toilet paper or baby wipes? How about bidet? Let's go bidet. No, we don't. I do sell some like stuff on Amazon and eBay, but I do not sell through my website. But if there's ever anything you want, we could probably work something out. Why hasn't Marvel tried banking on hugely successful movies? Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of video games based on those movies. Yeah, I don't. Usually, though, movie games suck. That's probably why they've been burned in the past. Actually, this one's not that bad. X-Men 2 is not that bad. The X-Men arcade game is freaking awesome too. Starting a PS2 collection. That's cool. We got a good amount of PS2 games. We got some cool stuff. I've been debating like maybe selling some stuff while I'm streaming, but I got to figure out how I'm going to set it up with it'd have to be like PayPal, and I'd have to figure out almost what shipping is going to be ahead of time. At our other store, Des, they did an update to the PS4, and it screwed the system up. They had to initialize it, so basically they had to erase everything. I did the update at my house. I have a PS4 Pro though, and I didn't have an issue. But I've heard that, Des. I mean, our other store had an issue when they updated their PS4. We didn't update this one yet, so. You guys aren't asking. Nobody's talking. You guys got a comment. Ask me something. I'm just gonna be closing out here. So, yep, free game yesterday. That's usually what our shirts say. Tyler, I have no idea. I didn't get it, mainly because I bricked my Switch and I lost all my game saves, and I'm not redoing Zelda. So, you know what? Too, I wonder. Yeah, I'm not gonna redo it. I beat Zelda. I don't feel like getting it now. So sorry, I'm a bad one to ask. Be right back. Gotta get my paperwork. All right, guys. I'm kind of done, so I gotta go home and do some adulting. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming probably tonight, say 10:30, 11. I'll be doing some God of War. So I don't stream on Twitch. I used to, but I'm only on here now. I'll stream here again but Twitch is CC Games CEO as well. But I don't really stream on there. Amazon, we are under just C&C Games, but I just have a few like I'll put the rare stuff on Amazon that maybe hasn't moved in a while here. So, but if there's ever anything you guys want, I probably could work something out. If you just give me a contact, like maybe on Twitter, or even if you go to our website, I think there's a link to my email. It's kevin@ccgames.net. So we could work something out. PayPal, something, I could send it. So, all right, I got to go, though. I got to go home. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Goodbye.